Happy evening, you all. I'm Anusha and I work as an event organizer for Bhavanams. A very warm good evening to all of you present over here. Hope everyone is sound and safe. So, thank you so much. Firstly, thank you so much for constantly supporting us from the first webinar to this course we are launching in our near future. So we are looking forward to provide you with the best knowledge ever before. So we'll start. Before we start our meet, as you all know the drill, I want you all to know a bit about our Bhavanams and its team. So Bhavanams is an educational organization and a consultancy firm where we share the best of our knowledge and industrial experience to all the upcoming civil engineers and working professionals. Bhavanams further spread its wings in consultancy and construction services. It's continuously providing the webinar series, quiz competitions, courses, and the project supports and live interacting sessions for the students to improve their state of knowledge in every possible aspect of civil engineer. So our ultimate goal is to support and bring out as many engineers as possible from all the civil engineering students and graduates. So here is a bit about our team of Bhavanams. Mr. Srinivas Reddy Bhavanam is the CEO and founder of Bhavanams. He is currently working as a structural engineer in MNC company in Vizag, dealing with US projects. He worked as an executive engineer for a G plus 15-story high-rise building in Vizag. He also worked as an RCC design and detailing engineer for central, state, and several government and private projects also in Vizag. Sir also worked as a steel designing and detailing engineer in Pune. And now he is generous and adamant enough to provide all these series of webinars and now this demo session for this evening for free for our good. To talk about Sir's technical skills, he is a pro at several several essential softwares like AutoCAD, Revit, eTab, StatPro, SAFE, TNX Towers, and many more. And now comes the managing director of Bhavanams. He is Mr. Shreyans Chaudhary A. And he is currently working as an executive engineer in MEIL in Chhattisgarh. Sir is an official alumnus of Andhra University of BTech, specialized in civil engineering. Sir also worked as an executive engineer for a hospital building in Jagdalpur and as a junior engineer for admin block of AIMS Hospital. So, to talk about Sir's technical skills, he is a pro at strategic planning, project estimation, project control, contract negotiation, and many more such skills. And now comes the associate director of Bhavanams. He is Mr. Sandeep A. He is an architect dealing with the architectural plans, interior designs, and elevations for both residential and commercial buildings, and also for high-rise buildings. Sir is a pro at AutoCAD, SketchUp, CDS Max, Revit, V-Ray, and Lumion, sketching, and many more such softwares. So now comes the guest intro today. So the hero of the evening, our guest today is Sir Mainak Majumdar. Sir has already graced a webinar previously, if you all can remember. So as you all know, Sir is an engineering research manager at L&T, and Sir holds a PhD in geotechnical engineering from IIT Kanpur. I want to stress you this, you all. So Sir holds a PhD in geotechnical engineering, the topic where we'll be launching our course. And Sir is a gold medalist overall and secured a rank of 197 in GATE 2011. So ladies and gentlemen, please keep your doubts at the end of the session. So please don't interrupt Sir in the middle of the lecture when he's demonstrating something. So now our topic today, geotechnical theory practice course.
Thank you.
Yes, Mainak sir, please go on.
Thank you, Anusha, for welcome. Good evening, all of you, for joining this session. I think many of you already have interacted in the earlier webinar. And today is a demo session. I hope everybody will find interest and more people will join in our this geotechnical theory to practice course. Just to give the brief introduction, I will first share the course. Can I, Anusha, can I share the screen? I cannot see that share screen option.
Sir, you can, sir.
Just a minute. Yeah. So here we are going to cover most of the basic geotechnical engineering courses, basic courses. This is a basic course content. Earlier, we have shared in the most of the group, and most of the people have seen this poster already. So the course content wise, again I will go to the brief. This today's webinar will consist of the basic introduction of the course, as well as the what we are going to cover, and what will be the major benefits after attending this course, and what is the major purpose of this course. And as already also introduced, I am currently working for L&T Construction Transportation Business as an engineering research manager. Earlier, my field was completely related to academics field. I did masters and PhD from IIT Kanpur, and after that, a brief postdoctorate also in same from IIT Kanpur. So most of the part were academics part, and currently last 2 years I am working as an engineering research manager in the L&T Construction. So it is industry part. So in the course, it will be more emphasized to more to reduce the gap between the academic and industry. So briefly, whatever we have shared in the course the poster, as well as earlier, whatever that you have some, you might have some doubt what will be the course content, how we will proceed, or what will be the course duration, course timing, as well as other details related to the courses. So just briefly, I will give the again what the topics what we have finalized after some discussion. That firstly will go to the basic fundamental of soil mechanics, that what is soil mechanics, since this course is mainly related to the geotechnical engineering. So we will cover first few basic, we will recapitulate all the principles of soil mechanics, the backbone topics of the geotechnical engineering. Second item I have put here, that why geotechnical engineering, the history of the geotechnical engineering and future of the geotechnical engineering as well, and current state of practice, especially in industry as well in the items we have finalized based on the priority, based on the importance, current importance, and what is ongoing in the geotechnical field. For example, design and principle of reinforced earth. On this topic, we have already presented in the webinar. So this will be another topic, that application of geosynthetics. Geosynthetic is the field where currently lots of work is ongoing, and in the industry as well as in the academics, this topic is very highly prioritized topic and the top demand topic, that geosynthetics. Fifth one is also very ongoing, and like it is in the future time in India, it will be very vast prospect is there for this rock mechanics and tunneling, because already lots of road construction is ongoing. So the tunneling is important for the underground structure. On this topic, I will give a small lecture today, and the second part of this lecture, that small discussion on the tunneling. And sixth topic is the sheet piling and retaining walls. This is also one of the topic where it is very important geotechnical structure, retaining walls as well as sheet piles. And seventh one is the slope stability analysis, which is important essential topic with the geotechnical engineer in the field. And all this topic, I am just telling that we will focus not only on the just normal geotechnical book what we have used to cover, or what is been discussed in the normal course or normal in an academic institute. It will be more emphasis on the academics as well as in the real life field, what is happening, especially in the real life, what are the problems. If you learn this content, or if you go through this course, you will get to know that real life scenario, something that's there is.
Sir, would you please don't mind making me the host once, sir?
There is some noises also in the background.
Yes, sir. I can control all those, sir. Would you please make me the host now? Sir, please click on Bhavanams and then make host, sir.
I made it like I can see my screen. Is it fine?
Yes, sir. You can continue right now, sir.
Yeah. So like where we were, that not only these topics are like well established topic. These are not very new topic to geotechnical engineering. But what will be the new in our course, that this will be the real life current state of practice, as well as what is the gap in the academics and in industry, and what are the future prospect, as well as for all masters, PhD, and whoever interested to pursue geotechnical engineering, for their what is the perspective in this after each and every topic. Say for example, we'll cover that how slope stability analysis used to do in the industry, what is the application in the current field, if you go through in a research institute, how we will apply this field, or if you go to the any industry, or if you join as an employee of any company, like which is predominantly do this slope stability analysis, what will be your role, what is the perspective. So this is the one of the main thing I want to emphasize through this presentation, that these are all already established. These are not new topic. For example, the slope stability, reinforced earth wall, rock mechanics. But new thing will be that the gap between the academic and industrial, that things are missing in conventional textbook or conventional course. That will be our major goal for attending this course. And next one, I am not the host, like I cannot control. Yeah. So another topic we have finalized, the dynamics of soils and foundation. This is also very important because of the currently ongoing industrial development, major urbanization. We need to focus not only on the normal foundation structure, we need to focus on the dynamics of the foundation and soil dynamics, which we used to call combiningly. So dynamics of the soil and foundation, this is one of the vast topic. We'll try to cover the major missing link on this topic. Another is the structural design of foundation and retaining structures. There we will cover all the structural aspect of the foundation design, all the structural aspect of the retaining structure design. And we will through this coursework, we will try to cover all the basics, as well as we will try to solve some numericals, as well as there will be some real life case studies also. There will be real life phenomena, how to deal the real life phenomena in using any software, using any other program or other numerical tools, how we will use to solve this problem. So basically from real life problem to the academics oriented problem, or how the industry deal these problems. So soil anchor will be another topic. Anchoring is important part of the geotechnical engineering. And finite element modeling, this is also one of the important topic. Most of the textbook used to miss this topic, because this is the topic without this industry cannot progress, because finite element modeling is essential to solve many geotechnical problems, especially field problems. If we want to do some future analysis or research analysis, we need to predict its behavior through finite element model. So finite element modeling, so through this part we will learn many software which is essential for geotechnical engineering, and this software will teach these softwares and use of this software, how to make modeling, how to go for any prescribed outputs of geotechnical problems. That thing we'll learn from this. Item 12 is future scope. Future scope means like here we'll mostly discussed on the opportunities. Like each and every topics, there are different vast opportunities, and we need to focus separately for each and every topics. Because for example, RE wall or reinforced earth wall, earlier we discussed that reinforced earth wall, what are the opportunities, what type of problems it will be solved in the industry, or what type of problems you will face in the industry. That thing we'll discuss here. For each and every topic, we'll focus on the that future scope and the current ongoing companies, especially in Indian scenario. What are the companies on these topics? Especially for this, each and every topic will prioritize that these are the companies available. These are the job prospect for this after learning this topic. For example, soil anchors. If you want to prioritize on the soil anchor, if you go deep into the soil anchors, what are the companies is for you? What are the jobs are available for you? So this will discuss in the item 12. Item 13 is the completely industry-based applications, which will cover simultaneously through different topics. That what are the case studies, will solve some case studies, how to troubleshoot in the field related problems, because in the field or in the real life we may face many problems because of the soil's natural behavior. So how to deal with that problems, and how to solve and how to give quick solution, industry-based solution, how to troubleshoot the solution. That thing will be the under item 13. And item 14 will be some advanced topics. This will discuss gradually through the course only. And so what is my area of interest? Like if somebody asks you the area of interest, what is your area of interest, that is very difficult to understand. That suppose at the beginning of your career you cannot decide this is my area of interest. So this is one of the important questions. So these questions will be highlighted throughout each and every topic, that how you can generate your interest, how it will be. Of course, all the content will be very interactive, and it will be a very interactive through in any mode of communication. We'll discuss with everyone what are the difficulties or what are their vision on this course, mission as well as vision. That this each and every topic has some other flavors, some different flavors. So we will try to highlight each and every topic in different ways. So topic finalization or topic discussion, or like choosing a topic for your master thesis or PhD thesis or your area for the careers. So this funnel diagram, that's why I'm showing that there are some thought process used to happen, like strategic thinking, concept development, planning, development of the whole checkout plans, qualifying some criteria, whether job aspects are available or not, whether this area we are going to highlight, is it important in the current scenario. Those things will highlight. This will be the basic mechanism of the whole course. So geotechnical engineering theory to practice, like in the nutshell, what we are going to study in this course, I am highlighting again that fundamentals. Will highlight the fundamentals, principle, basic, and will clear the doubts of each and every doubts. The clarity on the, we will try to bring the clarity on the subject. Second one is the industry academics collaboration. That thing will be one of the major prioritized things. That real life problem, real field problem solving. Third one is the job perspective. What will be the job scope, opportunities, and current scenario in the India. Say for example, one of the topic I missed not deliberately, I didn't include in our outlet, that the earthquake engineering, geotechnical earthquake engineering. We put in the form of soil dynamics, but we didn't mention the earthquake engineering. Since earthquake engineering is a bit saturated topic in the current world, like already lots of work has going on, like already it's a bit saturated, so it didn't include. So what is the incoming catchy areas, or incoming in areas where industry will more emphasize, industry will more focus, and especially Indian development scenario, Indian current commercialization and rural development scenario. What are the topics important? Those topics will highlight. So each and every topic we will have some job perspective, what are the job scope and scenarios in the current scenarios. Fourth one is the advanced topics like anchoring, piling, nailing. So field related problems. It will be a field demo also. We'll show the field videos, what is the problem happened and how to deal with those problems. There's the advanced topics. Fifth one, we can tell that the multidisciplinary topics like geoenvironmental, like chemical aspect of black cotton soil, where multidisciplines are involved. Those things will be highlighted. So this is one of the major interesting thing of this course, that the multidisciplinary topics, because currently in the industry based application, all the topics are almost multidisciplinary. You cannot say that I am only geotechnical engineer, I will not study pavement, or I will not study any structural design. So you have to focus on the multidisciplinary. That's why we put the topic that structural design of the foundation as well as retaining structures in every way. Like we'll study, say for example, slope stability. We'll study the slope stability of the landfill also. So that's why I put geo-environmental term, and we will study the other geo-environmental aspect also, say through the geosynthetic topic. So sixth one will be that cost aspect. That is a real life scenario that we should know the cost aspect, because industry deal with the cost. Industry is the kind of business practice where we used to primarily focus on the time saving as well as the cost saving. So cost saving part that you will not find out in the most of the conventional or topic textbooks, that the cost aspect of the any design or any project. What is the cost of, for example, soil anchoring? What is the cost of soil nailing? Like what are the alternative methods? What are the alternative things available? Say for example, ground improvement. Like each and every topic of ground improvement, how to deal with these topics, and what are the cost benefit analysis. That is the technical way, more technical term. The cost benefit analysis of each and every topics will focus through this course. So briefly, what we real life part. Hello. Hello.
Sir, yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Please go on.
Okay, please. So most important part will be the real life geotechnical engineering, because already it's clear that that civil engineering cannot happen in the office or in the desk job. So it's a real life engineering. So we need to focus on the real life part of the engineering, as well as the basic design principle, as well as numerical tools, as well as different aspects like the basic principle and advanced topics, where we will focus in this course. So like another thing is that the geotechnical engineers, mostly that all people used to call last minute. So shall not wait. We should not wait till the last minute to involve geotechnical engineers. And just to remind you that in the geotechnical engineering is involved in every aspect of the civil engineering. Say for example, transportation engineering. Transportation engineering cannot happen. Transportation or any pavement cannot be constructed without the knowing the substrata or the geotechnical behavior at that particular site. Say for example, structural behavior. We need to know the foundation. We need to know the soil behavior before constructing any structure. Similarly, that environmental engineering, that is also one of the major part. Water is also deal with the geotechnical engineering, that how is the local geology, geographical behavior. So it is a multidisciplinary thing, and there are many other disciplines involved. So we'll focus to those, all the topics, all the 14 items we have discussed through clarity. That should be clarity about the dependency on other disciplines through these topics. So like the briefly, just in the I will conclude the first part of our lecture, that the soil improvement will highlight the soil improvement, the major highlighted things in our course. I am just giving the brief of highlights of this course. Soil improvement, that we will focus on the chemical injection, also chemical stabilization, also mechanical stabilization, the different cost comparison of the current state. What is the best suitable ground improvement technique, that we will decide. That you can, there will be of course handout will distribute, will show through the videos, that what is the how to choose any ground improvement or soil improvement methods, like roller. There's a mechanical way of vibration. So different aspect, and from abroad to Indian, every scenario will consider in the each and every topic. So natural, because of the natural deposit, soil slopes, like soil slope stability, as I mentioned. Slope stability will be the important topic, and what will be the application of the slope stability, what are the software currently industry using for the slope stability analysis. For example, like what are the recent development in the slope stability analysis. This will focus in the discourse. What are the, if slope, unstable slope, how to mitigate that unstable slope, what are the problems during the excavation, what are the different geotechnical instruments. These are also major highlights. Like field exploration, soil exploration, different scenario, because especially we'll focus on the Indian scenario, of course, that different vast varieties of soil stratum available in the Indian scenario. So we'll focus on each and every scenario, and we'll try to find out the conclusive remarks from that. For particular this type of soil or this region soil, we will go for this type of soil improvement or soil exploration to be taken care, special measure to be taken care during the soil exploration. So groundwater table, this is another part in most of the conventional book used to miss this topic, that groundwater tables fluctuation, that what will be the impact of the groundwater table fluctuation on the geotechnical engineering or any other geotechnical structure. So we'll start with this topic with the dam, different dam failures, and the different how to do dam analysis, stability analysis of the dam. Especially this topic is important, the soil testing part, that currently we most of the in the industry behavior we used to consider the SPG test, that development into the cone penetration test, CPT test, how to choose the soil testing, that especially for, let's say for example, we need to evaluate the dynamic soil properties. So what should be the test we should consider, and especially what type of soil, if this type of soil we'll consider this test. So there will be some flow chart for each and every topic that for regarding the soil testing. So when shear test, standard penetration test, every aspect, every pros and cons of the testing, this phenomena will be considered through this topic. I didn't make a separate item in the soil testing. That will be part of the each and every topic itself. Earthwork is also like one of the topic. To construct any road work or any kind of excavation, we need to consider the cutting, filling, and earthwork. So that prior ground consideration, prior ground preparation before any earthwork, this thing will be discussed. So earth and dams that I already mentioned, the dam will be one of the emphasis area, especially after slope stability, we'll consider the impact of the dam, and there each and every type of soils based on the dam construction will show the construction aspect. That is the one of the major highlights of this course. Tunneling is the one of the area which we will discuss today itself, like few of its part in the demo presentation. The tunneling will highlight, because tunneling has a huge prospect in the India, because tunneling is like it's already happening, and there are already lots of field related problems we are facing during the tunnel construction, and we are already developed lots of advanced equipment, and there to be developed lots of advanced equipments for the tunneling. So tunneling construction will focus most this topic, this course, rock mechanics and tunneling. I put that course content in the topic itself. Sheet pile, this is also sheet pile and retaining wall. We put this topic separately. That's what the sheet pile behavior and the retaining wall. This is also in an integral part of the geotechnical construction, the sheet pile behavior. And retaining structure already one few part we have discussed through the reinforced earth wall, but retaining wall, especially retaining wall construction, design, field failure analysis, how to do the field troubleshooting. This is the one of the part I want to mention in this slide itself, that field troubleshooting. There are different ways of different problems we used to encounter in the field, but giving the troubleshooting, you cannot troubleshoot, especially after attending any after reading any course book. There is no separate chapter you will find in the course book that what is the problem, if we face this type of problem, this should be the solution. So that will emphasize that the real life scenario, what are the challenges you used to face during this, for example, retaining wall construction, and what should be the solutions as a geotechnical engineer. So that is one of the major attribute of geotechnical engineer to provide real life solutions. Suppose as a geotechnical engineer, someone asks you that what is the we are facing this type of problems in the site, how what we should do, then how what are the flow diagram, what will be the in nutshell, what should be going on in your mind, that we will discuss through this course. Next gabions were different part of the retaining structure. That's why I didn't mention separately retaining walls. That is, we will focus on the retaining all type of retaining structures, not only retaining walls. Next one is that basic geotechnical engineering. Again, this I am summarizing this thing, that geotechnical engineering deals with the application of civil engineering technology to some aspect to the earth. So earth will be one of the aspects. So taking basic of the earth, will focus on the other aspect also. We will focus on the something which is very essential, but it's not mentioned in the textbook, like long-term phenomena, that long-term behavior of the any material, any for example geosynthetic material, or this retaining wall or dam. Consideration of the environmental, like heat, moisture, and pollution intrusion. This effect we don't consider during the design or during the analysis of any geotechnical things, geotechnical structures. So we will consider this thing also in this course. And these are the few flaws, just to give some glimpses of our course material, that we'll focus on all type of flaws, and like what are the gaps in the current state. That's why I mentioned that current state states that specific gravity and the Atterberg limits of the soil these two things are constant, but in real life these are not constant. For example, void ratio and porosity are indicator of the soil deformation. Only these two things considered, but there are several other things are there for the soil deformation. For example, water in the soil mass is mainly gravity water, but there are viscous water, environmental water. So aspect of those water. So here we will discuss few part of the unsaturated soil mechanics. That the soil is in the real life, it's not fully saturated. It's a partially saturated material. So flow through the soil mass is due to the hydrostatic potential. We will consider thermal, electrical, magnetic, chemical effects. So this part will emphasize through the course outline itself, that different aspect will focus on this type of flaws. And constitutive models are arbitrarily chosen. The stress-strain relationship of the soil or any material on the geosynthetic material also, these are arbitrarily chosen based on the specifics, case specific. So here we will try to find out how to deal with this type of stress-strain relationship, how we can predict the behavior. I am concluding the first part here. If somebody have any doubt, like please raise your voice, like you can ask now also, and these questions will you can send after that also through my mail. I will start I am just giving 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, just to raise any questions, and on the brief outline of the basic of the courses. Then after 5 minutes I will start the tunneling, the demo of the presentation. Please ask any question if you have any doubts related to the course content, course outline. I'm happy to answer all this thing. Anybody is like want to raise any question, like please raise your questions. You can text me through the mail also. You can drop messages in the chat box itself also. Yeah, I got one question that from Praveen Chari, that for water flow areas of stagnation of water retaining, how the soil pressure is acting on the structures. Yes, we will discuss on this topic, that water flow phenomena, groundwater table analysis, and especially the water fluctuation we will discuss. For sandy soil, which foundation is more efficient for general bindings? For black cotton soil is present, which material is suitable for foundation filling? Yes, this, for example, for this black cotton soil, these are very case sensitive answers. Like I am not going to deep of these questions, like just to that small to answer this question, I will say that there are some specific technologies, specific material. Say for example, there is material available, CNS material. Like for example, for if black cotton soil present in the underground stratum, like how to take care, what should be the ground improvement, that we'll discuss. For black cotton soil, which foundation will prefer? Yes, A small introduction, would you please make me the host? No. Ask your question. No, sir, everybody is unmuted.
Yes, sir, they can ask questions.
Yes, soil bearing capacity is included in the course, that the foundation design foundation system that we'll discuss in detail about the for both the related to the bearing capacity. These questions, I am not going in the deep of this question. These are very topic specific questions. I want more questions on the related to the course content and course outlet related. I will please contact me on these two questions especially. I will happy to reply on this thing, that black cotton soil related foundation, how to measure, how to take care about the foundation on the black cotton soil, and what should be the ground improvement technique for black cotton soils. Yes, that water flow areas will consider the water flow, like how will calculate the water pressure. Seepage analysis will do seepage pressure, but how to do seepage analysis, how to calculate the seepage pressure on the, for example, embankment or in the retaining wall. This thing will consider in this analysis. If there are not any no other question, then we'll go to directly to the tunneling part, the next part of our this lecture. Just tunneling. I hope there will be other questions. Like I will take those questions at the end of this tunneling discussion. So this time just I have chosen this topic because this is one of the growing topic and the gray area for all type of industry as well as academics. Like there are not much researches happened on the tunneling, and there are already lots of tunnel construction is ongoing. Anybody asking any question?
No, sir, there's no one.
Okay.
You please go on, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So tunneling, like how we will approach this is just to give one example on the topic tunneling. I will give the small introduction about the tunneling, that how we'll show the tunneling behavior or tunneling technology, modern development. So like tunneling, like this is the first like mostly we'll cover each and topic will the 2 to 3 lectures. So it will be 2 hours to 1.5 hour lecture based on the topic content. That for example, we'll firstly focus on the basic principle, basic scenario, the definition, classification, planning of tunnel, how to construct tunnel, how to panel a tunnel, like how before going for as a designer, as a design engineer, design geotechnical engineer, that how we'll choose where to give the tunnels, tunnel design and tunnel construction. This will be the for each and every topic. This will be applicable. That the basic principle, the terminology and the chronology will be different for each and every topic, but almost same flow will maintain. And the next part of of this presentation or same lecture will directly go to the current aspect, current design philosophy, and what are the scope of this topic, and there will the discussion will be open on the different job opportunities also as well. So we'll have the doubt clearing session, we'll have the discussion session, we'll have some handout distribution. So we'll have some smaller gaps, pause between these two sessions. So we'll try to maintain the flow of the both the sessions. So this tunneling part, why I have chosen that I will show today, that the definition and classification. There are lots of tunnels already in the India, but there are huge number of tunnels are ongoing, constructions ongoing. So why man went underground? This will be the first question, because tunneling is an underground structure. So here again we are finding out the more specific topic of the geotechnical engineering. This is also one of the advanced topic, because after studying basic geotechnical engineering, after studying rock mechanics, we used to come for the tunneling. So we have to give the brief introduction about all those topic, and all we should maintain the flows between the basic things as well as the advanced things. So why we will go for the underground? So we need to go for the underground structure because of the mining operation, for the public works, like we may need to construct any pipelines, may need to construct any sewerage lines, for the transportation, of course, because of metro lines, even train lines, even like for happening of the high speed train, we need to go for the underground operation. We need to, because nowadays the space is one of the important constraint for the civil engineers, and there are lots of congestion, lots of congested because of the industrialization, because of the urbanization. Space is very limited, so we need to go to underground. So we underground structures essential. So just one underground structure. So this is also one of the special topic of the underground geotechnical engineering. This is also there are different underground structures, but tunneling is one of the important and most integral part of the underground geotechnical engineering. So in many MTech curriculum, in most of the IITs, tunneling comes in the different part, in the rock mechanics part. In some IITs they used to cover, and some people used to cover in the separate at the advanced topic of. Just briefly, we'll go through the definition and what is the tunneling. The tunnel is a relatively long, narrow, closed from all sides except ends. Length should be more. It's a very greater than twice of the diameter. Shorter cross passages between the tunnel and subsurface 150 meters. And underground structures design length should be greater than 23 meter and diameter should be 1.8 meter. So there are certain guidelines for the tunneling. We will focus on those guidelines also. For just for today's workout, we will not go to the deep of the each and guidelines or what are the shortcomings, what are the like pros and cons of each and topic. So pipeline is usually not a tunnel. That you should mention that the pipeline, for there may be different dimensions of pipeline, but pipeline, the purpose, that's why tunnel can be divided into different ways. So one way is the purpose. So pipeline is not a tunneling topic. Pipeline is pipeline geotechnique is also a special topic on the geotechnical engineering. Excuse me. Any questions? You just drop in the chat box also. Variants, there are different variants on the tunnel, that subway, underground tube, subway, metro, aqueducts. So these are the different ways of classification of the tunnel, that I will not go deep into the tunnel classification. We'll come again to this part during our course curriculum, that how we'll focus on the tunneling technology, how we'll focus on the different aspect of the tunnel. It may be in terms of the material, it may be in terms of the aspect, it may be in terms of the purpose of the construction also. So in the broad classification, again, we are just going just brief overview that the purpose wise, geological condition wise, shape wise, material wise, we'll have different type of tunnels. So just to give some brief that what are the different tunnels available, different shapes. So you can see that from different height to the different length and different material to different purposes, there are lots of broader way of classifying the tunnels. So planning tunnel and tunneling. So how to plan a tunnel construction, how to be sure that that here we can construct a tunnel. So it's a very big it's lots of technologies are involved in this subject, and we first focus on the geological strata, subsoil exploration, how to read subsoil exploration report, what should be the depth of exploration, what should be the geological behavior, how to study. Suppose someone is giving you the subsoil exploration report, how we will study those report, and from there how we'll extract that whether we'll be sure here we can construct the tunnel or not. So key concern is the purpose. One thing we will finding out that purpose is one of the part. Size and construction cross section will be decided based on the purpose. Ground stability, ground is one of the part where we'll find out the alignment, we'll find out the feasibility. Construction method, yes, this is the one of the part. The time and the money, both the things are very essential and very linked up things. We cannot take too much time to construct any kind of structure. We cannot spend too much money for constructing any geotechnical structure. So these are two constraints regarding construction method. there are many advanced technology, many advanced construction methods, but everything's are not applied due to these two constraints. Removal of the debris, because due to the underground in nature, there will be lots of challenges. So those challenges are also important. For example, water will be the another effect. We have to pump out those water before going to construction. So we'll study like this one for the tunneling, not only for the tunneling, as well as for each and every topic we'll go to the deep on this type of behavior, that what are the challenges, what are the different obstacles we will face as a site geotechnical engineer, not only as a design geotechnical engineer. Design geotechnical engineering part also, like that comes itself from the site aspect. So these two things we'll try to collaborate. The site, a site geotechnical design engineer, how he will deal the problem, and as a design geotechnical engineer, how he will deal the problem, and how the overall construction will make happen, and how complete structure will be constructed on the in different type of geological strata. So there again we are just briefing those things only, that how the tunnel design or tunnel construction happen. So here of course there will be some part of management part will be also involved, that how the construction phenomena, how the designer used to consult third party, how we used to check the design, how we used to take the client's approval, and for any kind of changes, design philosophy changes, what are the different barriers we have to overcome. Not only technical ways, there will be some related to the management ways. So those things also will be discussed in the current course. So contractor, project, we'll discuss all this terminology itself before going too deep into this thing, that how we'll make the tunnel construction, because there are huge cost involved in any kind of geotechnical structure construction. So this aspect we'll discuss. Again, this thing that again, like I'm little bit this lifetime risk. There will be some risk assessment of the tunnel design. We'll discuss the different stages, how we'll take care. Not only for the tunneling, same this thing again and again. I'm saying that all thing applicable to other thing also. So we'll have some generalized guidelines. If we are going for say for example soil anchoring, how the things will happen, how we have to go step by step. This thing we'll discuss. In current state as well as in the outside the India, like abroad, how the things are happening, those things also will compare, especially this geological issues, how to deal with the different codes, how to deal with the cost aspect, because in every country standards there are different guidelines, so we'll focus on those things. Design part again, like just I skip many things to just since it is a demo presentation. So design part will focus through the basic part will be the first part of our lecture, that what is the basic of the any geotechnical structure or any geotechnical behavior, that what is the basic. Say for example in the tunneling there is the importance of the earth pressure theory, so we'll focus on the earth pressure theory in the second outline itself, that we'll study the different basic things, and there will be of course flow between each and every topics, so that we can go step by step. So basic will be covered in the first lectures, and that will be linked basic will again come into the other subsequent topics. So like here I am showing the how to deal with the tunnel design, or how to tunneling happen. Like this thing will come back to this same slides again in the tunneling and rock mechanics outline course itself. So difference between the design of surface and underground works. So these are also like different aspects. So we need to focus that what is the types of construction, where tunneling is required. Like is it subsurface, surface, nearby surface, or it is very deep underground. So all these things will control your geotechnical behavior. It will change your construction process, construction sequences, construction methodology itself. So this thing we should focus not only the technical part. This construction aspect is one of the important part, and in most of the construction civil engineering or geotechnical engineering books you will miss this part, the construction aspect of the tunneling or construction aspect of any other things. For the 14 number of things we have mentioned in the first slide itself, first presentation itself. And of course soil material behavior, as soil is natural material, there will be huge variation in the soil material. just I'm going very fast through this presentation. That construction aspect, again I'm mentioning that different aspect. Say for example, testing will read about different instrument, different methodologies, that what are the pros and cons of different testing methodology or test, like what should be the soil test and how to deal with that test. What, as a geotechnical engineer, if some third party has given you the test report, how you will read or how you will interpret, and what you will apply in the design as well as in the construction. This will be the general flowchart for the each and everything. And say for example tunneling, so there will be some specific things will come, specific testing will come. So like that we'll cover all the topics. So this is one of the important point, that there should be linked of the generalized flowchart for each and everything. There may be chronological sequential change, there may be testing procedure change, testing methodology change, but the study, the how we'll study this course, how we'll approach each and every topic, there will be similar this overview, and or the framework will be same for each and every topics. Say for example, here we are just again this, since this is very much related to the rock, we have to come back, we have to recapitulate all the theories on the rock mechanics. We have to discuss about the rock mechanics. I'm not going deep in this topic, the rock things. We have to focus on the soil as well as rock, because earth is, it is geotechnical engineering. That's why in the first presentation itself I just mentioned one point, that what is the difference between the soil mechanics, what is the difference between the geotechnical engineering. So in the geotechnical engineering will be covered soil mechanics as well as the rock mechanics. So it is as well as normally we used to call natural earth or natural earthen materials. Soil and rock, both the parts will be covered in this course. So again, like just we are going to the again those few different aspect of the tunneling. I will not go to the deep of this thing, the tunneling technology, tunneling instrumentation. The instrumentation will be different for different topics. So we'll find out, we'll read all this thing about the deep, and there will be subsequent different through videos, through case studies we'll focus, and different methodologies. Say for example, cut and cover method. This will be the some generalized term. First we'll define the term, we'll habituate to the terminology. Each and every terminology should be clear, and this terminology will apply in the methodology, in the process. So how we will apply? So through different instruments. Say for example, cut and cover method. How is to make cut and cover methods? This thing we'll discuss in detail. Similarly, other method, for example, bottom-up method, top-down method, different construction method we'll discuss. So on this tunneling part, I'm just stopping here, and there are other methods, and there for tunneling itself we'll spend lots of time after covering rock mechanics. I put tunnel the seventh topic, I guess. So I'll come back to the tunneling part again, and I hope like tunneling, like all other interesting topics will be covered. Each and every topics will have some interest. So I guess like you will find this course very interesting, and like I am like expecting all of you to be very interactive in throughout this course. Whoever and more you should, there should be more. I am expecting more number of people should join, and like we should be like there will be a successful course, and we should like reach the we should reach that whatever the things we are mentioning, that the gap between the industry academics, we should be aware about all these things, and this is the main objective of this course. So again, like I am just going just I'm getting back to this time, just telling everybody, if you have any doubts, any questions, just raise your question related to the course, related to the any technical topics, and that I'm happy to share all those things. This is demo presentation. I'm going much deeper. Please share your doubts and questions.
Yes,
Just,
sir.
I'm
Thank
stopping
you
here.
so much for the demo that you've been given here till now. So, sir, can I request you a minute to explain all of those for today offer, sir? So there's the offer going on. I'll request you to give me a minute permission
Yeah.
to tell them all those about that.
Sure. Please, discuss this. I will
Yes,
stop
sir. Thank
sharing
you.
also. Yeah. Are you sharing your screen?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay.
So hope all of you can see my screen right now. So I hope all of you are clear with the course content. Please do go through the course content first. So for all of those who have attended the webinar today, the demo session today, there's already an offer. So the course price right now is rupees 4,000. We have cut that down. We have already reduced 1,000, which is on the actual price is 5,000, but the price now is 4,000 rupees only. In that also, for all of those who have attended this session and want to register right now, we are giving a huge 10% off. So which means that you are getting rupees 400 off. So you are getting this course for rupees right now. You can deposit rupees 1,000 and register your seat right now. I'll be dropping the registration form in a minute or two. So please do register over there. All right, hope you're clear with the coupon code, the discount we are giving. And please do register as soon as possible so that you can reach out or we can reach out to you and clear all your doubts regarding the course and all. So as all of you can see now, you hope you are clear with the course content as sir already given a clear view of it. So if you can see the perks of it, the duration of this course will be 30 plus hours and they are going to be live and you are going to have live doubt interaction session also. So if you have any doubts, you can directly reach out to Mainak sir regarding your doubt. And also recorded sessions will be provided within the 5 hours of the actual live class. All right. And also e-certificate will also be provided for all of those who have successfully completed the course. And just to remember you all again, so the price now is 4,000 rupees and you're getting discount of rupees 4,000. So I'll soon be dropping the registration form in the chat box. So please do register over there. Sir, thank you so much. That's it from me.
Two questions arise. I will answer these questions. Like this, the chat box, I just saw two questions that yes, the landslide part, that geotechnical engineering challenges in landslide prone areas, we'll cover this part in the slope stability part. That's why briefly, broadly, we mentioned the topics, the slope stability analysis. Landslide part will cover in that topic itself. Is there any soil analysis software? Yes, software part we separately we put the finite element part, finite element analysis in the geotechnical engineering. And regarding the last the 14 13 point, we have mentioned the advanced topic. We'll cover all the type of softwares we'll use. We'll give the demo of the software. And further, if you have any interest or any doubts on this thing, you can ask. Most of the software, commercial software, will try to find out. We'll try to provide whether whatever the softwares are free software, we'll try to provide through our through this course itself. And what are the you'll get the brief overview of all the softwares. Definitely, what is the output, what is the application of the software. So mostly we'll learn the different application of the softwares. Yeah. If any other questions, you'll feel free to reach me or feel free to reach our officials. So get back to each and everything. I hope all of you will enjoy this course. Yeah, over to you, Anusha.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So last 1 minute, you all. If you have any kind of doubts, you can just reach out to sir right now. We'll wait for another minute and we'll wind it up. Okay, there's no more doubts, and the time is also 8. Mainak sir, we thank you so much for giving your precious time. So looking forward to share the whole of your knowledge and best of it through the course. And all the attendees, thank you so much for your time. We are looking forward you to come and join this course and take this national level. As I said, sir holds a PhD in geotechnical engineer. So sir is the best ever mentor you can ever get to teach this course or to get through you through this course. So attendees, this is the last call. You can register with a given form. So I have just dropped the form in the chat box. You can register from there. So as you don't
And
have any
regarding
doubt,
the course launch, like we have already discussed in this thing, will most likely will start from the next week, based on your response. And course our timing and everything like will fix once we'll finalize the participants. Will finalize the course timing. It will be flexible. Don't worry about the timings related to it. And other thing, Anusha, you can our officials can get back to you regarding all these things, timings as well as durations. Like
yes, sir.
we are
Yes, sir.
waiting more number of participants to join with us, so that we can have it's a good enrichful session. It will be interactive session, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So you can join the WhatsApp group. So we have just dropped the link for our WhatsApp group. So you can join over there also. So please do circulate this course news and the discount going on with all your friends. So please share this information among all the deserved candidates. So we are looking forward to have as many students as possible. Srinivas sir, if you have anything to conclude, you can just get on, sir. Srinivas sir.
No issue. Like it's fine. Like I hope like you will enjoy this session, and we'll wait for the more participants. If you have any further doubts, you can drop me mail or in the WhatsApp itself. Like you can drop message.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much, attendees. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your precious time for all of us. So that's it for this night, you all. Good night to you.